Hello, NBs and Bs and persons of all persuasions, and welcome to my workshop. I'm Dr. 743, but you can call me Jeremy. This week we are, well, this Sunday we are continuing where we left off with Unpacking. Considering the amount of time I spent on it yesterday, you might think I had my fill of it, but, you know, it's a really fun and engrossing experience for me personally, so I think we're just gonna leave the usual Sunday fare for next week. Good morning, Lupole. How are you doing today? Something I have noticed as you progress through the different... Oh, I'm doing well. Maybe a little tired, but, you know, that happens. One of the things I've noticed as we move from location to location in this game is that some of the packing starts to get better and more organized between locations. It's never exactly perfect, but you can see the items that whomever we are likes to have in the same room actually end up in the same boxes more often than not. Whereas in the earlier parts of the game, you... Oh, that's new. You end up seeing a lot of miscellaneous stuff showing up in boxes that probably shouldn't have them in it. Oh, looks like our beetle died. It's cute that we did a little illustration of it, though. Can't tell whether it's meant to have white wings on there or if that's just clouds. Ah, yes, everyone's favorite basket of cords. Or in my case, more like 6 drawers full of cords and power extenders. But, you know, when you wander around life doing all sorts of crazy stuff, you tend to accumulate more electronic debris, as it were. I've developed a habit of just getting everything out of the boxes before I try to actually find final places for them. Depending on how much stuff you've accumulated between different moves, that's easier or harder, of course. I like the fact we have a stress ball now. This looks like a towel. Yep. Okay. So let's see. I don't know about anyone else, but I try to keep my things that have spiral binding all together and all on one side of my bookshelf. There's not any particular reason for that, other than the fact I established the habit a long time ago. I think I must have had some sort of reason for it at the time, but you know, you do something for long enough, you forget why exactly it is you actually started doing things that way. Let's see here. Where is actually the... Okay, that's the door to the room. So... yeah, I think that's probably the better place for that. The thing about putting a clock directly in front of your workspace, especially when your workspace happens to include a laptop, is it ends up being more distracting than anything else. Partially because your laptop includes a timekeeping device in the first place, but also just because, especially if you're like anxious about deadlines and things, you have something directly in front of your face that continuously ticks away. Oh, this is letterhead type. Oh, yeah, right. I think this is the output side for this. Wait, no. Not necessarily. Yeah, I think that's the feed and that's the output. Okay. Although I guess probably we'll want to be able to grab stuff as it's coming off, so that would be better. Our portfolio piece is there. Which ways am I thinking about this? Okay. I always question the business cards. When I finally get around to the house, it gave me a warm, fuzzy feeling. Well, that's good. Complete opposite of boyfriend house. Well, presumably boyfriend house. I have no idea what these things actually are. I mean, I get that they're ceramic whales, but apart from using them as, like, paperweights. I'm not particularly clear because it doesn't look like they open, even though they sound hollow. It's a scanner. Let's see. Okay, I think, yeah. Like I was saying, the business cards always get me. The thing is, so if you're working in a freelance capacity or in an industry where you're expected to show up at a lot of events for whatever reason, then it's always good to have business cards and a business card holder. However, that style of business card holder, unless you are planning on like sitting it somewhere fairly static, it mostly just vomits business cards all over the place whenever it gets nudged. So it's a little weird to have it inside of your working office space in your apartment unless you are actually seeing clients in there. And specifically new clients for the most part. Now, that could technically be the case, except that the way that this place is laid out, this would not be a great place to meet prospective clients in terms of apartments. Ideally, you would want that space to be as close to the front door as possible, just so that they're not walking through your living space, especially like past your kitchen space in specific. Like, you can tell by looking at the edges of this room and by the layout, but there's no actual wall here, so if you are allowing clients to walk into your living space in this particular situation, you have got to keep this clean and organized at all times. Which, I mean, you can do, technically, but it's going to be a huge pain. Also, like, this is where everyone's entering through. Like, they come in through this door and go this direction, as best I can tell. Yeah, that seems about right. So, like, if clients are coming through here, they're walking right past your giant beanbag chairs and, like, your entertainment center and things. And it's not generally, like, the most convenient path to get in here, in addition to just kind of opening up the potential for a lot of bad first impressions. I guess that would technically work. See, part of the question with this is, do we as a person do more scanning or more printing? Because whichever one of those things happens the most often is the one that you want to have as close as possible to your desk in here. Now, if I was to guess, the answer is probably that we do more scanning. Partially just because we have this. But I don't know that for sure. I will say, though, I love the fact that we have a stress ball. There we go. Okay. Yeah, having it a little back from the door is a good idea. Like, the back of my brain is partially calculating how likely I am to trip over something if I put it directly in front of the door. Knowing myself personally, the answer is I'll trip over it every time I try to use that door if I put it directly in front of the door. But you don't like that? Okay. Well, do you accept this? No, you don't accept that either. Okay. I mean, this is fine up here just because of the fact it's made out of plastic. So if it falls on your head, it's not really going to do anything, but I don't really think a glass bowl is the sort of thing that you want in a high shelf. At the same time, I don't necessarily know that I want to put something that I use for preparing food down in the same place as I put my roach spray and my garbage. Because I'm more comfortable with that than it potentially falling on someone's head, though. No. Except this. That's not too bad. Okay. I don't know if you noticed yesterday, but whenever I'm doing this, I'm trying to estimate exactly how high up things are. This is a speaker, though, right? Guess you could do it that way. All right, sure. I don't know. If I had a portable wireless speaker like that, I'd probably want to put it in the location in the room that it got the best acoustics, and as best I can tell, that would probably be about the center of that room. But I suppose part of the idea is where these things are when they're put away, so maybe it figures when we're not using it, we don't want to leave it in the middle of the floor. I love the ever-expanding number of checks that we have. They're very, very adorable. I definitely feel this particular statement. Although that is partially because of the fact that for most of my life, I was just reusing a very old twin-sized bed. Earth. Okay, like this, it looks like it's a succulent or something, but I think that might be a green card or maybe a green card isn't quite what I mean. It's... I guess it could also be a, like, plane ticket or something like that. Huh, don't recognize that book. Okay, I'm not entirely certain what these things are, but they're very pretty. I will give them that. Oh, these are all film books. So this is... film studies? For a second, I thought that was an atomic symbol on this laptop. Yes, laptop. Fine. That, I think, is a Blu-ray case. Serpent sculpture of some kind. I feel like I should recognize some of these things. Or exposure. Oof. Nuclear narwhals. That's a good one. I especially appreciate the fact that the narwhal on it looks so surprised. It's gotta be a coaster. Yeah. Although it would be kind of funny if, at this stage in the game, someone was just packing fruit slices randomly into their stuff. Cat food? No, that's just soil. I think. Got a better toaster. Also, actual spice rack. This looks very much like something somebody moved out of the way in anticipation for something else being placed in here. Juicer. That is definitely soy sauce or some sort of similar substance. It's interesting, some but not all of the stuff in here has remained where I left it. There we go. Oh, it's a drying rack, right? Like a steamer, I think it is. I've seen these things before, but I've never actually seen one used. That is a rice maker. Mm. Serving dish? That might be meeting. Or mirroring for the average American. Cooking rice wine, basically. That's definitely fish sauce. I don't know exactly what this is called, but it's basically a hot sauce of some mortar and pestle. Now there's a commitment to food for you. Okay. That definitely needs to go there. I wonder... Oh. Gonna try and cheat space by putting dishes in the dish drying rack, but... they're on to me. Well, it's made out of bamboo or wood. So, hopefully not that heavy. Whatever the heck it is. Always pressed for counter space. It's probably not going to let me get away with leaving some of this stuff out on the counter either. Oh no, I could put it. Let's see here. I know perfectly well why it is that there isn't more granular movement on these things, but part of me really wants to even out exactly how these things are spaced, and you just can't with some of these things. Just had a call with a guy where talking to him felt like the conversational equivalent of trying to make out with a dead fish. Cold, lifeless, extremely one-sided. That sounds terrible, Fanta. Yeah, that sounds terrible. It was one of the most awkward 20 minutes I've ever lived. Yeah? Well, actually, in your position specifically, that's actually kind of impressive. Hmm. Okay, I kind of... It's just... So, I hadn't quite deduced exactly who moved in with us yet. But, yes, I appear to have done so. They're gay, Jeremy. They're lesbianism together. Well, good for them. Also, it's nice to see that in media in general. And this kind of makes me wonder if the girlfriend is in special effects, but... hard to say. It becomes more obvious what she does as you move more and more stuff in. Don't worry. That makes sense, yeah. I love the little monitor buddies. Oh, that's a picture of us. And every working person's friend, the post-it notes. How is she supposed to type on the keyboard to the exact right of the monitor? With extreme difficulty. And there's no room for her legs with the tower. Yeah. This is also true. What have you done? I haven't actually moved anything in here yet. Well, except for this, which I brought into this room from a different room just now. So the answer is I haven't fixed the net. Because what I've done. Mostly this is leftover remnants of the design that was at the last place, which means that it was predicated on there being a laptop here and no monitor / tower computer. And the game just sort of shuffled some of these items into the same space with the stuff that I'd already set up. Sure. So, I know that some of these things distinctly don't need to be refrigerated, but I'd still put them in the refrigerator. Just for space reasons, if nothing else. Do you put soy sauce in the fridge? Not generally, but that's also because I have less stuff to contend with in my actual space. I mean, it doesn't need to be refrigerated, so... I was thinking more along the lines of, like, this. Specifically. Because, like, it's huge. On the list of things I don't refrigerate is also I don't refrigerate peanut butter, in case you were, you know, even having that cross your mind, because apparently that's a real controversial one around these parts. I will, however, say, though, that it is something... Wait, people do that? Yes. There are two reasons that people refrigerate peanut butter. The first one is that if they're using natural peanut butter that doesn't have any kind of stabilizers or anything in it, it naturally separates. So it will turn back into basically a bunch of mostly dehydrated peanut butter mass with a bunch of peanut oil sitting on top. And the other reason is that people who live in places like Florida and Louisiana, if they don't have great housing, this can end up resulting in a lot of things just rotting because they're essentially in a muggy swamp, so it adds a lot of heat and moisture to literally everything that isn't in like a refrigerator or some other receptacle. Similar thing with bread. Some people freeze bread just because if they don't, it ends up molding faster than they can actually consume it. Usually, for the most part, that just results in them toasting all of their sandwiches, which is a little weird for some things, but not that bad. Yeah. Someone is a lot more serious about their makeup than I am. Deodorant. I think I've probably frozen more bread than a lot of people that live in this area because of the fact that I also tend to bake bread most of the time. Like, if I have the time, I will make my own bread instead of just buying it from the store. Now, on the one hand, it's a lot easier to control how much bread you actually make if you're doing that. Someone got on me for freezing a ton of meat once. I mean, that's just... But it's because I buy it on sale because I'm poor. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's just good planning. You buy something that you know you're going to use when it is at a good price, and then because you can't physically use it all up within the amount of time that it will remain good, you store it in like the freezer or something like that to keep it from rotting. Yeah, and I date it and label and then first in, first out it. Yep. Exactly. Eyelash curlers, I believe. Lush? They're like, it ruins the texture. Like, tell me you're well off without telling me you're well off. Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's pretty easy to tell sometimes that certain individuals have had a far easier time with finances in their life, to put it mildly. Oh, this is... Oops. Alright, it's because it thinks it's too... Okay. I don't know, that's one of those things that... doesn't bug me exactly. Well, okay, sometimes it definitely bugs me. Like if someone's just especially insistent about essentially wasting money in exchange for some sort of very mild improvement that I may personally not even notice. But I don't know, it just feels like if you don't have to waste money on something, why would you do that? It's a finite resource. It's usually a pain to make. Is this? And I know what this is, but I used to be in a much worse place when I was a kid, so even though I could probably get away with some minor waste, now I have a weird phobia against it. Yeah, I definitely understand that. And I don't really think it's weird, but I guess... I don't know, I guess to a degree I might not be the best judge because I'm sort of the same way. Hmm. Like, throwing away food gives me a bad feeling, so I end up freezing a lot of stuff. Yeah, no, I hate throwing away food more than just about anything. I have successfully avoided doing it for years now, mostly because I live by myself. Largely because I cook for one, but everything sold is for a family of 5. Yeah, it sure is. It's either, yeah, if it's raw materials, it's always for a family of 5. If it is like some sort of a pre-made meal of some kind, then it's either for a family of 5 or for like some weird fraction of people. Like, it's slightly more than one person should probably be eating, but not quite enough that it's actually like a full 2 days worth of food most of the time. At least around where I am. That drives me up the wall. I feel like you do not want to be in here. I know that this is the right place for art, though. There is nowhere that I can find that sells like just a couple of celery or 1 to 2 carrots, and I really like making stock. So, not the celery, but I am lucky enough to live within a reasonable distance of a place that sells individual carrots for a reasonable price, among other produce. So, whenever I want to make stock, I have full rest. Right, I have a full rest of the bag of shit to use. It makes me unreasonably angry. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Which way? Now that fits, but if someone has to do... Really can't put that on its side or something? I think I've got it. And I'll put that up there now. Again, I understand the reason why it doesn't quite have the flexibility to allow you to put certain things too close together, but seriously, like, being able to put these on top of or next to any number of these things would be nice. On the plus side, I at least know the one of us in this apartment that has the bad back and cane isn't curling their eyebrows. Season 3 of Anti-Hero. Oh, I see. They're a television producer. Or at least in television, I should say. So I've got to ask, does it seem weird to anyone else to keep like underwear and socks and things on a transparent receptacle? Like, there's not any particular reason why it should be an issue, I don't think. But I don't know, it just seems kind of weird to me. That's a walk. Yeah, they're walkie-talkies. Actually, now that I've said that, it has occurred to me that I don't think that I have, in fact, at any point in this game, seen a pair of socks. That looks like it might be a makeup kit. I like that backpack. Wow, it's a fountain pen. Hmm. Those are some pretty cool pants. Oh wait, are these folded socks? Is that what those are? Yeah, I guess that could be. Let's see here. Thank you for the follow, Sam Not Found to Dream SMP. It's quite the name you have there. Let's see. Well, I mean, uh-oh. Guess maybe I could put the incense burner in the drawer. See, I'm not sure. This looks to me like a makeup kit, but I'm not sure if it is intended to be a mobile makeup kit, as in for touching up people's makeup when you are in the middle of a production. Or not. Looking at it, I'm kind of inclined to think it is. Or... that's the case, I would definitely put it in the I have accidentally overslept and need to grab stuff and move out this door at extreme speed position. Especially for someone who works on television set, they have terrible hours in television. Not saying the folks that work in movies have it much better, but just, man, it is not fun, to put it mildly. There's a reason why it is that an awful lot of people who work in television or movies all use a lot of makeup around the eye area in specific. So usually exhausted, at least when they're, you know, working on a project of some stripe. here. See, ideally, most of this stuff I would think you would want to put inside the backpack. Like, if I was... using this stuff on a regular basis, and I needed to make sure that I had it with me at all times, I would want to make sure that it's in one of the things that I have a tendency to grab when I am trying to move out the door as quickly as possible. And as best I can tell, that would mainly be this right here. Because this definitely is the sort of thing that you would want to grab when you're going out the door, but it's filled with very specific stuff, and you don't want to put anything that doesn't belong in there with it. Of course, the secondary consideration is that this tiny notepad might get used in the middle of the night, because a lot of people who are writers or creative folk have interesting ideas in the middle of the night. And I don't know if you've ever been the person who is like, yeah, I'll write it down in the morning or something along those lines, but frequently when someone says something to that effect, it doesn't actually happen, whereas if they already have something within arm's reach that they can just jot down a few footnotes or something like that, it at least gets written down, even if, you know, by the time morning rolls around, you don't necessarily remember what on earth you were trying to tell yourself. Let's see. This space is not great for 2 people. Well, not 2 people who use as much of the space as these 2 people in specific are likely to, anyway. Think the line of management here is to downsize the number of things that are in use at once. Well, I guess technically available for use at once. Where is that? I could swear I saw some sort of letterhead or something like that around here. Nice boots. What was it? Okay, there we go. Glad I moved the dress shoes out of that space, because that is the perfect spot for a couple of pairs of boots. Although I guess it disagrees with me about the fact that I can put away this incense burner when I'm not actually burning incense. Okay. How about that? That's more like it. Less of a chance of accidentally dumping plants on yourself in the middle of the night, and more of a chance of being able to be very lazy about when you're putting in another stick of incense. Oh. Why on earth would you accept that as a place to put that? Similarly, this is not a good place for that plant. Or that plant. Huh. Okay. Well. Oh, I want to. Let's see. Definitely grab our friends the chicks. It's definitely not what I meant to do, but sure. Now, the thing about our partner is that they seem to own a lot more fancy clothes, let's say, than we do. Which, like, don't get me wrong, this is a nice piece of clothing, and I do like this sweater and all, but they're not the sort of thing that you need to hang up. Whereas this is definitely more the sort of thing that you would want to keep from getting rumpled at all costs. Yeah. Like, even this jacket is definitely better than the jackets we have. Yeah. Oh yeah, that definitely. Oh, yep, and another dress. Okay. Okay, that's just a novelty t-shirt. Well, I guess it's technically a show branded t-shirt. It's not really like a joke tee or something like that. There. And yeah, it's just a sweater. No? Okay, there we go. And I don't think we'll mind. Part of me really wants to rearrange everything that's in that closet according to things like size and color, but I'm not going to do that. Primarily, I'm not going to do that because of the fact that the system for moving clothes on hangers around in the game is not as well developed as some other manipulation mechanics that are available. Wait, why is this acceptable, but this isn't? Okay, now you like that? Okay. Does this fit in here? It does. We're putting that in there then. Actually, while we're at it, I'm gonna put the business. Okay, fine. I'll leave the business cards out. Now, why don't you like this? I mean, that is because it's not under the desk. That is super unusable. See, I'm trying to place this thing so that it's kind of between where the chair positions would be. Oh, you can... neat. But it doesn't seem... It doesn't seem to agree with me that that's possible, basically. So I guess I'll put it there and just move this down a little bit. You must want this in a different room. If I was... say, the living room? Okay. It's not too bad. This is an award, then? Is that what I'm looking at? Oh, okay, I bet that this is an award of some kind, and then this is actually a ticket to, like, a premiere or something like that. Maybe. It's a harder one to know, because... Seriously, why do you want this on? It's a harder one to know just because of the fact that the format on a lot of tickets and documents and things vary a lot, but... No. Like, ideally, I would want this to be displayed somewhere it's easier to see, but... This is kind of at a premium in here. Okay, what don't we like in... Okay, well, at least you agree with me that these don't go on the table. So, I'm gonna say... Alright, gotta go. Gonna deliver the finished Totoro to the commissioner. Alright. Well, hopefully they have some good things to say for you, and, you know... Have a good afternoon, Fanta. I will catch you later. Hopefully they have my fucking money. Did you not get half up front at least? Hmm. I mean, that's fair. Nah, they're a reliable person. I'm just kidding. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I've had some experiences. Would love to hear about them sometime. Alright, well, I'll keep that in mind. I'll, try not to get... Well, I was gonna say I'll try not to get too spicy, but you've talked to me for long enough to realize that my version of getting mildly amped up is what most people would consider to be still in the ballpark of being asleep. So, you know. Well, let's deal with this. Surprised it accepts that, but okay. Which way? Let's... Okay, that'll work. Interesting. Okay. And I don't necessarily disagree with you, game, but... Huh. Yeah, it's workable. I would definitely say that some of the ways that this stuff ended up arranged would drive me nuts. But... it could be worse. This is actually pretty nice. Hmm. Should really adjust my Steam settings so that it doesn't do that. I think that's the second time I've said this week, though, so we'll see whether or not I actually get around to it this time. What does this actually... oh. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Oh, a townhouse. Okay. Mercifully don't have to arrange the garage. Studies directly with the garage door. The way they lay out some... oh, that must be a patio, right? No, it's just on a hill or something like that, because this is ground level, and this is also ground level, despite the fact that there are stairs going up. Alright, I was just praising at the last place the fact that we seem to be getting better about how we pack things up after every move. But... some of these things definitely should not be in this room. And by extension, either of those boxes. Oh hey, the cane is gone. Now the question is the cane gone because we don't need it anymore? Like we've finished physical therapy or something like that? Or is it just in a different box somewhere? These need to go in the living room, I think. This is the living room. Okay. Now there's room for another pair of shoes. The question is that because there is another pair, or just because there's room for another pair? Oh dear. Do we not... It would appear that someone has designed this place with only a half bath. Which I'm sure actually happens occasionally in real life, but I've never actually seen. And so there, am I really not just missing it? Oh. Okay. Could it be the giant arrows on the side of the screen? I guess it could be the giant arrows on the side of the screen. Okay. Well, someone won an award. Someone won several awards. Oh fuck, hi, I'm back. I forgot to leave. I was at the store. Oh, hey, no worries. You find everything you need at the store? Oh, good. So that is an animal anatomy, I believe. I like the detail that you can... We're the type of illustrator that leaves the edge of the spiral notebook pages that they've torn out on. Ah, now it's a wrist brace. That's... the artist's lifestyle. Bits and pieces of you start to fall apart. Oh. This is actually our monitor? Okay. Oh, hey, now we've got actually some published work. That's pretty cool. Ah, pump copies of our published work. There for the moment. We'll see whether or not it lets us get away with that later, I suppose. Just gonna... slightly too thick to fit in with the others. That's fine. I'll just... It's used. One's used. There we go. That's expensive. Nice, but expensive. Okay. Yeah. Will these all fit in here? I don't think they will. I think it's going to be slightly short. Oh, I was wrong. They do all fit in there. There. I guess it's a little off center, but that's probably fine. Put this over on this side. So the funny thing about the inclusion of this wrist brace is that early in the game, I sort of set up a lot of stuff onto the assumption that we're a left-handed person. And if we assume that the wrist brace is in fact used for strain-related injuries, as they usually are, and like support of trying to prevent further strain-related injuries, this one is a right-handed one, because this is where your thumb goes through, and these are strapped up over the back of your hand / arm, not over the front, because if you put them over the front, then your constant moving on that side would cause them to basically come undone and put additional wear and tear on the Velcro. So, despite how I've been setting everything up prior to this point, I now know that we are either ambidextrous or right-handed, technically. Where is this? Now that I take a look at this, technically, this would make more sense because we're liable to use it in here. I'm not sure about the laptop. Actually, I'm not really sure about this small easel either, because if we have this, I'm not sure how much use we still get out of this thing. I mean, we obviously still have all of these, but, like, most of these are refillable markers, and also they cost a lot. Like, that's hundreds of dollars worth of markers in most cases. So, even if I wasn't using them anymore, if I had invested in them, I would kind of be disinclined to let them go any sooner than I actually had to. Between... You know what, I'm just gonna move this off the work surface entirely. But I'll move this over here. Yeah, that seems functional. Okay. God, that bugs me. Of course not. Okay. Just ignore it, Jeremy. Just ignore it. Oh, man. Okay. There's ceramic whales again. Oh, it's our scanner. Terrific. Oh, does that mean I have a printer somewhere too? Probably exactly what it means. Oh, parenting books. Okay, this is one office. What is this? It is essentially closet space. Okay, cool. So, bedroom, closet, bathroom. Oh, baby room. And one office. Older? I will reiterate that at the last place, I did just say that it seemed like we were getting better at packing things into the rooms that we wanted them in. Which they're very happy to make me eat my words about, apparently. I put this in here. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, yeah, this one's all unpacked. Hmm. Ugh, excuse me. I am gonna go take a quick bio break and grab some water, but I will be right back. Alright, and I am back. Also, I know it's been a little while, Uphold, but thank you for the follow. I don't know why the system took so long to notify me of that, but... well, here we are. Sorry about that. Seems like lately it's been either telling me about something that it's already told me about, or taking a really long time to notify me of things. Okay, let's see what we've got. So I know this is just dish soap, but am I not the only one that takes one look at this and is like, is this supposed to be like blood or something on there? Because the first time I saw it, I was like, is that a bloody knife or something on there? Like, what on earth brand of soap did we purchase? Oh, that's a pipe. That is really sweet. I know that I'm not the most emotive person sometimes, but these make me very happy. Oh, a globe. Okay. Trusty rice maker. And our trusty spice grinder. Like, I know this is a serving dish of some kind, but... or, well, at least I think that's what it is, being as it's, you know, fish-shaped. Made it out of solid ceramic by the sounds of it, but... I'm not entirely clear on... exactly what you use it for, like... what you load it up with, basically. Similarly, I have no idea what is up with these ceramic whales. Like, they're cool and all, but I don't know what they're for. Okay. Maybe the plant isn't supposed to go in here. We'll worry about that later. Oh, these are trash bags. See, we've gotten far enough in life to have matching dishes for the most part, it looks like. There we go. Huh. It really does let you set the time on that thing. See, this is always going to confuse me slightly. Like, we always have ceramic plates and plastic bowls. And, like, as always, kudos to the sound design team on this game for all of the thought they put into these details, but it's weird to me that it isn't just that, like, we have plastic plates and plastic bowls, or ceramic bowls and ceramic plates. I'm sure there's some kind of a logic behind that. I just don't know what it is. Oh, it is an anti-hero brand water bottle. Okay. Hmm. Now. There we go. Oh, menorah candles. Trusty drying rack. I'm always doing that. I know full well that they bothered to program in collision detection. Alright. You fit. Yes. Okay, awesome. Oh yeah, we have a knife block now. So, what? What logically pairs with the utensils we already got in here? I think I'll go with the spatula. Oh, it's just a cup, mug, cup, mug. Whichever way we want to put it. Alright. You know, actually... gonna go with that, I think. Now, anyway. Yeah, because I can do that. That works pretty well. Really? Hmm. Okay, that works. see. There. Can I fit this one? I cannot. Okay. How about this then? See, I'm trying to judge whether or not reaching this space or reaching this space is actually going to end up being more awkward. And somewhat dependent on exactly how tall these things are, but I think ultimately this is probably more accessible overall. Okay, fine. And I guess I'll put that back where I had it to begin with. That's honey, so this is just too tall for these shelves. No. Okay. It is in a plastic container though, so up higher is probably fine. Or, well, it's more ideal than putting glass things up higher. At any rate. I say that before I put these two glass objects up there. Oh, of course, it doesn't fit. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, wait, can I hang... Can hang those up. Okay. That's good. Okay, so egg timer right near the stove, spices right near the stove. This fit? Not quite. Well, that's gonna bother me. Like, I powerfully want to make sure that all these like items end up in the same general place as their respective relatives, I guess. But at the same time, the game powerfully doesn't want me to be able to quite fit them all. Partially just because of the fact it's not programmed to allow certain things to overlap. Which is fair, I suppose. But at the same time is also very inconvenient. Sort of like how this plugin location is kind of in a terrible spot with relationship to where this drying rack goes. But there's only one place that you can put it in here. And due to the design of the shelving units, you can't easily plug the microwave in to a plug in a different slot, basically. Because, I mean, you got these right here, but there's not really any space between the cutout and the wall, like the back of this and the wall. So if you were going to run cords through here, like if I put that there, I'd have to run a cord basically around the microwave, down, and then back in there, which is no way to do things, to say the very least. On the other hand, we probably shouldn't use Chef Mike more than we absolutely have to anyway, so maybe that's for the best. Yeah, it's probably the ideal place for the garbage receptacle. It's either going to be here or here. I think that works. Is there... Oh, we'll just leave it there for now. I have a feeling that the game's going to have a lot of opinions about putting these products in the bathroom instead of in the kitchen, but I could be wrong. It wouldn't be the first time the game has surprised me. Oh, yeah, right. No, probably in here. So this, and this seem done. This definitely isn't. Kind of. Gonna have, at the very least, I'm gonna have to use something with this. Actually, I'm just gonna put it in there. So someone's gonna have a problem with that, I can tell, but you know, what are you gonna do? Still unclear as to what that is. I mean, it's clearly a DVD of some kind, but in terms of what the specific title is supposed to be, I couldn't tell you. Looks like Nuclear Narwhals has revived the move. Another electric kettle. Wait, why am I here? No? Okay, well, I'll worry about that later. Yeah. Yep, there's that printer. Oh, hey, now we've got 2 yoga mats. And 2 portable speakers. You know, it's interesting the amount of foreshadowing there is in this game, because, like, earlier we had a book with, like, a picture of Galloping Horse on the front of it that showed up, but there wasn't a whole lot of... Actually, I don't think there was really any at that particular moment. Art of horses, specifically, but... Later on, you know, we move in here and we have, like, a big old illustration of a running horse, which presumably we made in the time between moves. Really? I can't put anything in this? Or is it just that I can't put this specific item in that? Let's see. Have I mentioned how much I love the sound design in this game? That's just a pacifier. There's really such an amazing amount of, like, care put into the details. Like, especially a lot of stuff with, like, sound design especially, like, when someone does a really good job with it, there's two main things that can happen. Either it doesn't get noticed at all because it just sort of blends in with what you expect so well, or it is applied to something that you expect such a generic slapdash job on, generally speaking, that it really stands out. And I think in this particular case, it's sort of both, because most of the time in video games, like, most games have, like, 1 or 2 door noises, for instance, regardless of what type of door it is you're opening or closing. Whereas there is a different sound for this drawer versus this drawer, and there's also slightly different sounds for, like, the plastic drawers and the drawers in the kitchen and the drawers in units that are made out of slightly different wood materials. And, like, there is absolutely no reason that they had to go that hard with all these little things, but wow, they put a lot of time and effort into those little details, and I hope they get recognized for that. Just that would be impressive in a, like, game from a large company, but it strikes me as an inappropriate spot for this, but I'm gonna put it there for the second anyway. Yeah, that would be a lot of work even for, like, a really big company, but as a smaller company title, like, that was a major decision they made about how it is that they're going to handle the design and allocation of resources. So kudos to them, and I really think that it adds a lot to just the general atmosphere and feel of the game. This one. A lot of hats for this kid. This in here? Yep. But this... It looks distinctly like it's designed to carry stuff, because, I mean, it is, but... I don't know what in-game you can actually put in it. Ah, but I did remember to look at the clock this time. And that is about where I think I will stop for the day. So let me check and see who is online right now. Okay. Looks like a lot of shooters this weekend, actually. And Genshin Impact. Yeah, it's like Halo the Master Chief Collection with Nura Shiny, Genshin Impact with Card to Hestia, or Apex Legends with Bruce Baby at the moment. Let's see. How long have you been on? Okay, she's probably about to wrap up. So let's go with Kara, I think. I don't have any kind of special raid messages or anything. But, you know, just, yeah, say hi to Kara, be kind, and, you know, enjoy yourselves, certainly. But, I will be back on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I believe that I should be playing some more Warframe that afternoon. So, hopefully I will see you then, but thank you everyone for stopping by, and I will catch you later.
an area in